Geun-hye from the Korea Policy Institute and the Solidarity Committee for Democracy and Peace in Korea. Warm welcome to RT this hour, Geun. You and another peace activist were denied entry into South Korea this summer, I believe, when you decided to take part in a peaceful protest against the US missile defense system. Why were you banned?
We believe that it was because we were planning on entering South Korea with plans to participate in peaceful protests against the U.S. deployment of the THAAD system there. There are small farmers in the southern region of Korea who have been holding nightly demonstrations against the THAAD system, and we had planned to go there with U.S. veterans to join in solidarity with the demonstrations as U.S. citizens, but we were denied entry. And the official reason that they gave us was that we were persons deemed to jeopardize the national interest of South Korea.
Just to expand on a statement on your deportation, your organization describes South Korea under the current president as, quote, a police state. Why do you think that's the case?
Well, I believe that because since President Park Geun-hye has been in office, she has introduced a neo-authoritarian way of governing the country. So just to name a few examples of things that people have had to live through for the past 4 years, she has dissolved an opposition political party on bogus charges that its leadership was under the direction of North Korea, with no evidence to back up their claims. She has jailed labor leaders and opposition lawmakers, and people have really lived in fear of speaking out and being critical against the government, because anyone who does has been marked as pro-North Korean.
We know that there is widespread opposition from the public, so why has Seoul decided to go ahead with the controversial US missile defense system there?
Well, the missile defense system is something that the U.S. has been aggressively pushing for, and they announced their decision unilaterally without any consultation with the National Assembly, certainly not the people of the town where they plan to deploy the missile defense system. As you know, the U.S. has been aggressively stationing missile defense systems all around Asia and in Eastern Europe, basically to encircle China and Russia, and also presumably North Korea. We know that we have statements from missile defense experts in the United States who have said this system will not be effective in the defense of South Korea. Rather, it will be used for the defense of U.S. military assets in the region, its bases in Guam. South Korea has been cooperative with the United States because for the past 60, 70 years, it has been basically serving the interests of the United States in the region.
If I can just play a bit of tape for you to listen to, maybe get your thoughts on it. We know that the US is having trouble hanging on to its friends, I suppose, to put it in that way, in Southeast Asia. Let's see how the State Department, though, sees it.
This idea that people are turning away from the United States and turning to China, I think, is just not borne out by the facts.
What do you mean it's not borne out by the facts that countries in greater numbers in Southeast Asia are becoming friendlier with China? I mean, it is completely borne out by the facts.
Name them.
Well, the Philippines, for one.
Okay, there's one.
Well, you just said that it wasn't true. Thailand, perhaps. Cambodia.
Perhaps. So
Cambodia.
you got one. You got
Laos,
one so far. You got one.
Laos.
You got one.
Laos. Cambodia. Malaysia, as we've just seen.
Okay, so we have 2 or 3, 4, whatever. There's a lot of nations in the Asia-Pacific region. My point is that this idea that there's some sort of...
And we're actually going to break in around 30 seconds. But just to get your thoughts on that, is the media exaggerating Washington's troubles in the region?
No, I think it's very interesting what is happening in the Asia-Pacific region right now, especially with Duterte's comments on the United States. And also, even though the South Korean president has been very loyal to the United States, the people of South Korea are very increasingly critical of her policies, especially the US-RK alliance.
Sorry to jump in there. We are going right to break, though. That's Geun-hye from the Korea Policy Institute. We appreciate your time and coming on the programme and sharing your thoughts. Thanks, Hun.